1940, September 27th, Japan joins the Axis. 1941, July 24th, Japan invades French Indochina, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia. The 7, December 1941, Japanese raid on Pearl Harbor was one of the great defining moments in history. A single carefully planned and well-executed stroke removed the United States battleship force as a possible threat to the Japanese Empire's southward expansion. America, unprepared and now considerably weakened, was abruptly brought into the Second World War as a full combatant. Department of Navy, Naval History, and Heritage Command. 1942, January 2nd, Japan forces occupy Manila. January 10th, Japan forces invade Indonesia. January 11th, Japan forces occupy Malaysia. January 12th, Japanese forces invade Burma. January 25th, Japan forces invade the Solomon Islands. 1945, April 6th, the Marines land in Okinawa. Japan orders all forces to use kamikaze suicide tactic. April 7th, the super battleship Yamato was sunk on its way to a kamikaze fight in Okinawa. May 28th, B-29 bombers bomb Yokohama. June 2nd, 660 B-29 bombers bomb Japanese cities. June 6th, President Truman asked Japan to surrender.
There can be no peace in the world until the military power of Japan is destroyed, with the same completeness as was the power of the European dictators. To do that, we are now engaged in the process of deploying millions of our armed forces against Japan in a mass movement of troops and supplies and weapons over 14,000 miles, a military and naval feat unequaled in all history. Substantial portions of Japan's key industrial centers have been leveled to the ground in a series of record incendiary raids. What has already happened to Tokyo will happen to every Japanese city whose industries feed the Japanese war machine. If the Japanese insist on continuing resistance beyond the point of reason, their country will suffer the same destruction as Germany. Our blows will destroy their whole modern industrial plant and organization, which they have built up during the past century and which they are now devoting to a hopeless cause. We have no desire or intention to destroy or enslave the Japanese people, but only surrender can prevent the kind of ruin which they have seen come to Germany as a result of continued useless resistance.
June 21st, battle in Okinawa ends. July 16th, the U.S. tests the atomic bomb in New Mexico. It works. August 6th, Hiroshima is destroyed by the atomic bomb. August 8th, Russia declares war on Japan. August 9th, Nagasaki is destroyed by the atomic bomb. August 14th, Japan surrenders. World War II finally ends.
Escorted by American planes, 2 Jap Bettys, painted white and carrying green identifying crosses in accordance with General MacArthur's instructions, set down on Ieshima. Here, just offshore from bloody Okinawa, Battalion No. 1, carrying part of the Japanese surrender delegation, was closely followed into the field by Battalion No. 2. This is the transfer point for Manila. where bitter tea awaits the Japs. Lieutenant General Kawabe, Vice Chief of the Nipponese General Staff, leads the surrender party. An Army transport plane is ready to fly the delegation to the Philippines, where the Japs once entered in triumph. Signal Corps and Navy cameramen mark an historic passage as the members of the Japanese party take off.
世界の体制と帝国の現状とに鑑み、非常の措置をもって帰属を優秀せんと保し、そこに終了なる断実心に次ぐ真は帝国政府をして米英と国に対し、その共同宣言を自覚する旨通告説明とあり、そもそも